Royal Rumble is this Saturday, and while the build hasn't been spectacular, I still am excited. Believe it or not, I love the Royal Rumble. It is my favorite event of the entire calendar year. So let's do predictions. We'll do the entire card, but I'll do who's going to get the most eliminated, Final Four, all of that stuff. I'll even predict the match order. I think it's going to start with AJ Styles and Gunther. This is a retirement match if AJ Styles loses. I don't want AJ Styles to lose, but I think he is going to lose. All the signs are pointing to AJ saying, peace out. I hope I'm wrong, though. I hope I am wrong, but I think you put it as the first match because this is going to be a Debbie Downer of an outcome. Once Gunther beats AJ Styles, things are gonna get somber. Things are gonna get somber for a minute, and then they can follow up with the Women's Royal Rumble. And by the time that's done, well, us people in today's goldfish attention span culture, we will have all forgotten. We'll be like, AJ who, unfortunately, and we'll just be popping every 90 seconds for who comes out next. So yeah, unfortunately, I am going to say that AJ Styles is going to lose this matchup. Now let's do the Women's Royal Rumble. I have my big first shock surprise. I'm predicting Paige. I'm predicting Paige will return. Recently, she was on the indie scene using her WWE music. I could see Paige returning. Returns in general, I think we will get Bianca Belair, and I think we will also get Tiffany Stratton. They have been out on the injured list. Reports are already saying that Tiffany Stratton is en route to Saudi Arabia. Iron Woman, Io Sky, I could see them giving it to Io Sky. Io Sky actually broke the record last year, but then by 1 minute, Roxanne Perez then beat her record. So maybe I could see them giving it to Io. We got shortest time in the match, so I don't think this is going to break the record. Who holds the record right now? Is it Chelsea Green and Santino Marella? Well, I think this won't beat the record, but I could see Becky Lynch, the best in the world, and that's not just me saying it, that's Sports Illustrated. I could see them do that thing where Becky Lynch comes out and instantly AJ Lee eliminates her in the first 10 or 20 seconds, because Becky Lynch, it's Becky. She's the best in the world, like I said, like Sports Illustrated said. So you expect her to go the distance. You expect her to have a huge run, at least 20 minutes, right? Maybe she could win the Royal Rumble and no one would blink an eye. But if you eliminate her quick, that's shocking. That would get people talking. That would get a huge eruption from the crowd. Plus, it would track with Becky being able to crash out later, say how she wasn't ready, say this, say that. She could just be talking about how it's a big conspiracy. And yeah, so Becky Lynch, I think would make the most out of a quick elimination. Number 27 entry. So the number 27 spot is tied for number 30 with the most victories. For a long time, it was number 27, period. But 30 has kind of crept up. So I personally still like to put the number 27 spot as a very important one that I hold dear to my heart. And I'm thinking Bianca Belair. I could see Bianca returning right here. This is her first match since WrestleMania. She might need a little help getting to the finish line. And if we put her in the number 1 spot, maybe even the number 10 spot, I don't know. Maybe she needs to shake off some of that ring rust before winning the whole thing. That's right. I think she might win. She has a good chance. She's my second choice to win the Royal Rumble, but I could definitely see her winning the Royal Rumble. I've got the number 1, number 2 entry, so I had a hard time choosing this one. It could be Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. That would be a good choice. You could literally do Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. Those are all options. And I'm thinking, though, they're going to go Io Sky, Asuka. Io Sky Asuka. Doesn't feel like they've ever really fully had their one-on-one match. I could see it happening here. And then we do the number 30 entry. Number 30 entry. Last year they did give it to a returning star, and Nikki Bella. This year, I don't think they do that. I think they're going to do that for the men's Royal Rumble. So I think for this one, they're going to temper expectations that it's not going to be such a big deal. So give it to Chelsea Green. I think they give it to Chelsea Green because everybody's always like, ooh, who's going to be the number 30? Who's going to be the number 30? So either you have to give it to someone who can, like, really pop the crowd and surprise them, or someone who can eat the booze, like a Logan Paul, who I don't think will be it, or Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green can totally eat the booze. She would welcome the booze. She'd be like, whatever. So Chelsea Green, while it might be a little anticlimactic for the number 30 spot, I don't think it would be, I think she could revel in it. And when I say anticlimactic, it's not like Michael P.S. Hayes, where I don't think Chelsea is deserving. No, I 100% think she's deserving. I hope she wins the top title eventually. But I'm saying, like, it's anticlimactic in that it's not a huge surprise. That's how I'm saying. It's kind of like when Rey Mysterio came out during, what was it, the Royal Rumble 2014 or something. Everybody wanted it to be Daniel Bryan, but it was Rey Mysterio, so everyone just booed Rey Mysterio, but Rey's a perpetual good guy, so that was a bad thing. Well, everybody could just boo Chelsea Green as the number 30 spot, and Chelsea would just be like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, and go on with her life. Call-ups, I think Sol Ruka and Mariah May, I could see them entering. I don't know if they'd be called up, but I could see them entering just to get that NXT blood a-flowing. So now you have the final four, which I believe will be Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan. You got three people who have won the Rumble and one who's came up runner-up twice now. I think we could do, I think Bianca Belair is a very strong choice, but I am going to give it to Liv Morgan. We'll talk more about that in a second. I think the best way to get rid of Bianca Belair I would have Jade Cargill actually cost her the match. Have Jade come out and pull her out because she doesn't want to face her at WrestleMania. Like, we should really, like, that would be legit. The only issue with that is she's right now currently in a program with Jordynne Grace. But if we had Jordynne Grace versus Jade at SmackDown tomorrow, that would solve, or on Friday, that would solve that problem. But even if Jade doesn't, I still think that Bianca will get eliminated, Charlotte will get eliminated, leaving us our final two, which would be Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and instantly people are gonna be like, oh no, we're gonna let Rhea Ripley win. But no, we are not gonna. This would be reminiscent of when Roman Reigns and Shinsuke were the last two people, and everybody was like, well, that does it. They're gonna give it to Roman Reigns, and then, oh my god, I can't believe it, we gave it to Shinsuke Nakamura. Forget the fact that they totally dropped the ball with him after that, but in that moment, they gave it to Shinsuke. And in this moment, they're going to let Liv Morgan cement herself as not just a major player in the women's division, but a major player in the main event of the women's division. She has totally earned it. 2024 alone proved it. She just gets her character. Everybody will think it's Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley's a great choice to win, even though I'm not particularly a fan of her at the moment, but Liv will overcome it. This will be a great way to add a wrinkle to their forever rivalry without having to just revisit it on a full-time basis. Just one more thing added to it. And Liv Morgan can win. She could definitely go up against Stephanie Vakir, but she could also go up against Raquel Rodriguez, who, if Raquel wins on Monday Night Raw, you have that. So, like, either winner, Liv Morgan can do it. Start a feud or have a built-in feud with Raquel. So I'm going Liv, finally the bride and not the bridesmaid, to Royal Rumble. Next up, between the men and women Rumble, will be Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. In almost any situation, you would be like, Sami doesn't have a chance. But the underdog from the underground in Saudi Arabia, who, while Sami isn't from Saudi Arabia, the fact that he is Middle Eastern, his background is Middle Eastern, and he speaks Arabic, he pretty much is the like hometown hero. And I could see WWE doing that. I'm not saying he's not deserving, but I don't think right now is the time to do it. Not on the road to WrestleMania. Some people did put in hot takes. Just let Sami win it here and give the belt back to Drew in 1 week. Get it out of Triple H's system. Let the Saudi Arabia people, they get their big pop, and Triple H just loves that. And yeah, I guess if it means Drew walking into WrestleMania, then fine. If we gotta let it happen, let it happen. But I'm literally 60-40 on this. I'm going 60%. I'm giving it to Drew McIntyre. I'm letting Drew McIntyre win. I'm hoping Triple H is going to allow the crowd to be deflated. But the problem is they're already deflated from AJ Styles losing. So would he deflate them twice? Would he deflate them twice with Sami Zayn losing? Maybe I'm 55-45. There's a large part of me that is very concerned that we're giving it to Sami Zayn here. You wouldn't want Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes, but Sami Zayn beating Drew McIntyre. You could have Jacob Fatu and or Cody Rhodes come out and cost Drew the match. Like, there's so many ways for Drew McIntyre to lose this to Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia, because I don't care what you say. When someone pays you $100 million for WrestleMania, for anything, you are going to take their feelings into consideration. I'm picking Drew McIntyre. I am picking Drew McIntyre, but I'm very nervous. This is not as cut and dry as a lot of people are making it out to be. I think Sami has a real shot at it. Oh, man. Scared. Okay, but yeah, Drew McIntyre. Now let's go to a men's Royal Rumble. I think the first two entries, what they should do, in my opinion, is to punish Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. We should have Nick Aldis actually say, you two are the first two. Because on Saturday's main event, a bunch of officials were like just tossed around and beat up by Cody and Jacob. So this would be a great punishment for those two, because it would allow them to, like, you know, at the end of the day, oh yeah, I'm going to fine you $50,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money for people like me. That's life-changing. That's life-changing money for someone like me. That's like a year's salary for someone like me. But Cody Rhodes, it's inconvenient. It's like losing $100 for someone like Cody Rhodes. So to just say, I'm going to fine you, not so impactful. But to say, you are number one and number two, your actions have directly decreased your chances into entering WrestleMania for a championship match. That would be huge. I think that's what they should do. I don't think that'll happen, though. I think it will be Cody Rhodes, and because I think Cody's going to want to prove. I think Cody is trying to fight that uphill battle of getting the fans back to him through his grit and determination of a babyface chasing the title. So you put Cody Rhodes at number one. What if you did Gunther at number two? Number one, number two. Gunther and Cody, they were like the final two guys. Was it last year or 2 years ago? No, it was 3 years ago. So now they're the number one, number two. And they did that with Shawn Michaels and Undertaker one year, where Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, they were the final two, and it was a great match. And then the following year, they were number one, number two. So now we're kind of doing that with Gunther and Cody Rhodes. So they're your number one, number two, and Cody will go the distance to the final four, actually the final two spots. Will I pick him as my winner? No, I won't. Then we got returns. I say Chad Gable returns. I think Chad Gable and Dominic Mysterio, I think both of them are going to enter here. Ooh, I was going to have Chad Gable as my Iron Man, but if I put Cody Rhodes as number one, number two, ooh, I guess I wanted Chad Gable as my Iron Man, but I I'm changing it to Cody Rhodes. If I'm putting Cody at number 1 and he goes to the final 2 spot, yeah, Cody is not winning this. Or Cody will be your Iron Man now. Most eliminations. Oh, I forgot this for the women's. Most elimination, Raquel Rodriguez. She's like Big Mommy Cool right now, towering over everyone. I could see that as her spot. And I would say Femi. Femi will be the number, like he will eliminate a lot of people. I don't think he'll break the record. I think he'll get like 6 or 7 people out though. I could see him doing 6 or 7 people. Shortest time in the match. And he's doing his obnoxious pose and everything. And so 10 people gang up on him and throw him out because they hate him. And then he can instantly be like, toxic, 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 toxic. He'll have his moment by having barely a moment. Number 27, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, I don't think he has declared, actually. Today he declared on Pat McAfee. And I don't think... he's not paid by the hour, people. They like to bring in Brock for little itty bitty spurts. He'll come in, he'll clean house. Him and Femi, they can have a stare down. Hopefully, maybe they eliminate each other at the same time. But yeah, I would love an Femi confrontation with Brock Lesnar. The number 30 spot is going to be Chris Jericho. We do the countdown, everything, and boom, break the walls down. It's a big moment. You have everybody stop. You could have Chris Jericho. He would either be a great number 1 spot or a number 30, in my opinion. But I think they do number 30 because, like I said, with Bianca Belair, he's been off TV for a little bit. He might need to shake off the ring rust. So 30 spot. And it's a cool moment where everybody can just stop what they're doing and watch the countdown. I don't think the men's Royal Rumble is going to have many call-ups. We already have Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Femi who are just coming out of NXT. So it's like I think it's a stacked house. I think it's full. Finn Balor's not even going to be in this one apparently. So if we had anyone, Joe Hendry, he was already in last year, so I could see them putting him in again. My final 4 is going to be Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns. Because in this scenario, or you know what? Forget it. I don't think Bronson Reed. I'm going to put Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, because in this scenario, you would have Brock and Braun, who eventually everybody sees them feuding with each other. You have those two teaming up with Cody and Roman forced to team up. Do this. Have Braun Breaker accidentally spear Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will get mad. This will set them up for WrestleMania. Boom, right there. Those two will somehow get eliminated, which leaves Roman and Cody Rhodes. And it's like, oh my God, Cody must be so tired, but Cody starts punching himself, and it's like, whoa, eliminated. Roman Reigns, your tribal chief. Not the most unpredictable answer. It's pretty safe. But safe to say that Triple H is pretty safe. But then again, he did let Jey Uso win last year, so who knows? I changed it all. Jey Uso 2-time Royal... No, just kidding. But for real, Roman is my pick. I know people won't want it because he only shows up, once a blue moon. But at the end of the day, it's what TKO wants. So whether you like it or not, Roman Reigns would be a draw. Plus, you would have the drama of who he's going to pick. He has kind of sort of beef with CM Punk, and he definitely has beef with Drew McIntyre. Either path is decent, is pretty decent of a main event. And if he picked Punk, it would legitimize the world title. But I would love Drew and Roman to go at it. But honestly, there's lots of choices. Real quick. Randy Orton, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, Jey Uso, gotta include him. He is a former winner. Femi, if they just want to shock us. LA Knight. That, seriously, I know LA Knight's a long shot, but Jey Uso was a long shot last year. What if they just want to surprise us again? Sami Zayn, have Sami Zayn lose to Drew McIntyre, but then he enters the Royal Rumble and he wins that? What a comeback story, right? Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, that's 11 options, 11 viable options that we could have champion. We didn't even mention the final boss. What if The Rock just showed up at his entry number 31? Who knows? So, yeah, I'm going Roman. They shocked us last year. This year, they play it safe. So, yeah, those are my Royal Rumble predictions. Let me know yours in the comment below. And you all have a great day.